Our Jampur is clear. The animal for whom a year is named shall join the guests of honor at every celebration. Tonight, we honor our good friends from the Department of Miscellaneous Affairs on this, the eve of the Year of the Tiger. To Miscellaneous Affairs.
To Miscellaneous Affairs.
Mahala, the yak's tie.
Things like this don't happen at the French embassy.
We don't get invited to the French embassy, dear.
Whose fault is that, Melville?
Okay.
Namaste, Bob. We are the entertainment, the acrobats.
Finally, where have you been? The ambassador sent the car hours ago.
The flights from Jampu are not direct. We have been through more aerial contortions than we perform in our own act.
Kuldeep, you're back. You know you're not supposed to carry anything, are you? You're not supposed to...
I am. Put them in the car. I'll unload the weapons. Quickly, quickly. Hurry.
Does the guest of honor stay for the whole meal? Oh, yes. In the year of the elephant, we are putting an extra leaf on the table.
Leaf to the table.
I heard.
It is a shame that your Mr. Adderly and Miss Ellaby couldn't be here with us this evening, Mr. Greenspan.
They have been very helpful to us. It is indeed a very great shame.
Oh, but yes, it is also a shame they're going to miss the wonderful acrobats we've imported here this evening.
Oh.
I assure you, Mr. Ambassador, that they are honored by the invitation, but they have important work to do.
Next, we have pencils. Let's see. 10 soft and 10 hard.
With the erasers?
Check. It's not fair, Adderly. Mr. Greenspan gets to go off for dinner while we sit around and count office supplies.
No, Mona. You know, miscellaneous affairs can only keep doing its job if we have the proper equipment on hand.
I know, but I was looking forward to it.
Ever been to a Jampuri feast, Mona? Ever been to the ISI cafeteria?
That bad, huh?
Not bad. Plus, they always have some special surprise for dessert.
Jumbo paper clips.
A small country is like the field mouse trying to get the attention of the elephant. More often you are stepped on than noticed.
Well, actually, Mr. Ambassador, that's why Miscellaneous Affairs is there, to help out the little guy.
But us little guys have to stick together, don't we, Mr. Greenspan?
What's taking so long? We could be caught out here.
Quiet.
Come on, hurry up, policeman. What is this?
When our leading mountaineer was lost, I thought, what? Nobody would care. But your Mr. Adderly did.
Actually, I decided that he was lonesome for a mountain and told VH to look on top of all the tall buildings.
I thought you said that he'd probably show up in some massage parlor.
Massage parlor?
What?
It's a place, you know, with the fingers.
Madam Bahari, what is the special main course for this evening?
Cobra stew. We Jampuris say it has a real bite to it. This is too much, Mel.
You wouldn't say that if this was the French embassy and those were frog legs.
If this was the French embassy, it wouldn't look like that, would it?
Nobody move. No one will be hurt.
Mr. Ambassador, what is happening?
Mr. Greenspan, in times like this, it's every little guy for himself. Goodbye.
No more shooting. I want them taken alive. Grab them, tie them, keep them together. Where's the ambassador? My shoes, they're near. And we're coming.
Gods, what do we do now?
Mona? I know you're in there, Melville. The inventory tallied. If this wasn't miscellaneous affairs, I'd say we had an overabundance of erasers, but...
Oh, Adderly, I'm so glad you're back.
Oh, no. The envelopes didn't tally. I told you not to write your mother.
It's Mr. Greenspan.
No, Mona, he doesn't have a mother. They found him under a rock.
He has been taken prisoner.
Melville?
Yes, somebody took over the Jampuri embassy last night when he and Debbie were there.
Who?
Nobody knows. And Major Clark wants to see you in his car. Apparently now you're acting head of department. Oh, what should I be doing, Adderly?
Stick with me, Mona, and that's an order. First of all, tell me everything you know on this.
I just did. What if the Major doesn't want me along, VH?
Don't worry about that, Mona.
Adderly, what's she doing?
Morning, Major.
This kind of operation is no place for Mona, Adderly.
She's following orders from her CEO, Major. What's the story?
We got word about the takeover this morning when they released the domestic help. They claim they're the Revolutionary Army of Jampur.
Yeah, but why would a revolutionary want to take Mr. Greenspan hostage?
Why would anybody?
Wrong place at the wrong time.
They may not be after him.
So he just happened to be there.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. Raj Jampur's got nothing anybody would want. They're absolutely stable.
We built a base there in the 50s when the Chinese were flexing their muscles. Now we only use it for mountain training.
Oh, Mount Pangon.
But where did the rebels come from? There's been no internal problems since the British drove off the bandits 100 years ago.
Well, they've been dragged into the 20th century now.
Well, here we are. Let's see what we have. Get that truck back! On the west side. I got a couple of clips. Come on. Sergeant! I want 2 men on the west
No
side!
saluting, Captain, in the presence of the enemy. Things under control?
We've got the house contained, sir. Marksmen on the perimeter. If they want to go anywhere, they're going to have to talk to us first.
PH Adderly, Scott Stone, tactical unit. One of the hostages from Adderly's department, Captain.
Well, as far as we know, everybody's okay. My men have been grilling the help, but they don't know anything.
Any chance of getting closer?
You won't see much. They've got the drapes pulled and the place is bug-proof.
You tried to make contact?
You've been here before, haven't you? The attackers have cut the phone lines, but the TV guys are going to broadcast a message.
Captain, there's a white flag, sir. Coming out. Hold your fire!
It's Mr. Greenspan.
Looks like they want to talk.
I'm coming too, Major.
Fewer targets, the better, Adderly. It could be a trick.
It involves my department, Major. I'm not going to sit here and watch.
They won't wait forever, Major.
Copy.
Careful, Adderly. If anything starts, just hit the dirt.
Won't until I get back. You're in charge.
Me? I'm a secretary.
Not anymore.
I'm Daria, captain of the Revolutionary Army of Jampur.
Major Clark.
Major, thank God. Can you phone the house? The babysitter's been on double time since midnight.
Quiet! The Major and I will do the talking.
I don't negotiate with terrorists. Let your hostages go, then we'll talk.
We are fighting to help our starving people throw off the yoke of the Maharaja and accept our new leader. We have demands.
Not until you've released your hostages.
If it is bodies you would like to collect, that can be arranged. The ambassador is already in bad shape.
Then send them out to us. Let's not make things any more serious than they are.
He will be released when our demands are met. We want a plane to take us to Jampur. No military at the airport.
And?
$500,000 in gold. A contribution to the revolution.
I knew there was a catch. That'll take some time.
Time is something the ambassador does not have. I would advise you to hurry.
Let us send in a doctor.
Wearing a bug or carrying a gun? No. He is a servant of our sworn enemy, the Maharaja. His death is nothing to us.
Trade him for another hostage, one of our people.
What good will that do?
It'll buy you time to get the gold and the plane together.
I'm not bargaining with these people.
Nobody has to die, Major, and we'll know what's going on in there. I work for him. I'll trade places with the ambassador in an exchange.
Adderly? What are you...
You'll have as many hostages as you do now.
No. I'm aware of ISI tactics. You want someone on the inside.
What threat can I be? I'm unarmed.
If the ambassador dies, we'll have no choice but to storm the embassy.
We will leave the ambassador at the front door. You have until sunset to make the arrangements.
That's not enough.
It is all you have. At sunset, we will begin to kill the hostages. The good volunteer will be the first to go.
Major, what happened?
Adderley's our man inside.
You sent him in there?
They're sending the ambassador out. He needs medical help. Get a couple of men to the door, no guns. I got a whole department trapped in there.
Well, I'm
You sure Adderley knows what he's doing?
No, but I trust him with my life, Captain. Get those men ready.
Major, there must be something I can do. Please, is there anything I can do?
See if you can get me a cup of coffee, Mona. It's cold out here.
Adderly, what's going on?
Quiet, there will be no talking. This one's a trade for the ambassador.
What about his wife? She hasn't stopped wailing since he fell. If we take him
We'll
from her...
send her too. The foreigners will be enough protection.
People are wrong, Job. We'll never forget you, Mr. Adderley. The tiger! The tiger!
Allow me.
Thank you very much.
Why are they letting them go and not us? They're the ones she's revolting against. We haven't even visited her scuzzy little country.
You got a point there, Debbie. But this isn't against them, it's against us. I wish I knew why.
Debbie, please. The man
No,
was just...
I have had about enough, Melville. This would never have happened at the French embassy.
Wrong, Deb. It happens twice a week at the French embassy. But the Jampuris don't have any enemies.
You wouldn't say that if you saw them storm into the dining room, guns blazing, pushing people around. Absolutely no manners.
How many are there?
4, I think.
Voila. The great intelligence man at work. Doesn't even know how many terrorists he's up against.
Do you?
I wasn't counting. Oh. This is intolerable. The next time I see that Daria woman, I'm going to give her a piece of my mind.
I should probably take your head off. What else do you remember?
They all wore masks.
They'd have to. Rajampur is so small they don't know each other. How did the ambassador get hurt?
He fell down the basement stairs.
It served him right, too, running out on us like that.
He was trying to escape? Why didn't he use the back door or a window?
You can't expect these people to act normally. You should see what they eat, who they eat with.
Debbie, please.
No, I'm not afraid of them, Mel. You people have no class.
They're revolutionaries. They don't believe in class.
That's not what I mean, Mel.
They'll probably blow you away just to get some peace and quiet. Now, stay calm, please.
ISI is doing all it can.
Huh. And so far, they've managed to get you captured along with us. Oh,
What? What is it?
nothing you could appreciate, Mel. I had to put on a girdle to get into this damn dress, and that was 14 hours ago.
Well, take it off.
What a good idea. Then what'll I do, walk around in my birthday suit?
You're partial to blue, if I remember?
Maybe while I'm gone, you two spies can put your tiny little heads together and try to think of something. I always knew ISI stood for Incompetence and Stupidity Incorporated.
Adderly, If I don't do something to get her out of here, she's gonna kill me.
Well, I'd say you'd be slightly better off with the rebels, but not much.
She's getting impossible.
Getting?
You've never seen her angry.
Oh. We've got to get this information to Clack. Then it's up to him.
How?
Well, just tell me what happened.
Major, I can send my men in right now.
We've got time, Captain. Let's see if Adderly gets something to us.
With all due respect, sir, there isn't much chance of that.
Oh, now, you shouldn't underestimate Adderly, Captain Stone, because, I mean, he has been known to...
Which of those is mine?
Oh, black, no sugar, and your double cream.
Thanks.
Let's just keep them guessing. Keep your men moving around. Let them think we're up to something.
Major Clark, isn't there something I can do? Adderly said I was the... Well, he said that since... He said that I'm now in charge of miscellaneous affairs.
Hey, what? You're the only one left.
Yeah, so please, can I do something?
Well, they also serve who only stand and wait, Mona. See if you can round us up some sandwiches.
They never spoke to us, even when Debbie was nagging them.
I don't nag, Melville.
It looks good on you.
Well, I suppose we're no further ahead.
I'm getting an idea of what's been happening here.
All your wonderful technology, and you don't have a clue what's going on inside a rinky-dink fourth world embassy.
Well, for starters, it's a friendly embassy, and I might have one feature that could come in handy, an escape route. I think that's what the ambassador was heading to the basement for.
Do the rebels know about it?
I'm not sure. Have they let you out for any reason?
They haven't even given us breakfast.
See what we can do about that. Any chance of getting any breakfast?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just one moment, please.
That's strange.
What?
Terrorists aren't usually that polite. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's gone to get us something.
Can you unlock this door?
I can do better than that.
What are you doing?
In situations like this, buying time often puts more strain on the captain than on the hostages.
I'd still like to give my boys a crack at him.
Patience, Captain.
Excuse me, Major, there's a flashing light.
Captain, get a signal from over here.
No, I can read it. VH taught me how.
Well, tell us what he's sending, Mona.
He's only sending hello out there until he gets an answer back.
Got a girl, Mona. Melville, go put your ear to the door.
Escape passage. In basement. Question mark.
That could be your way in, sir.
How many of them are there?
Hurry! We don't have much time.
What are you doing here?
They are hungry. They asked for some food, so I thought I would go to the kitchen and...
That's your position?
They were hungry.
Here, quickly!
AK-47s. MP5. Oh, wait a sec.
Some other weapon, what?
Oh, Nell, it's a rancid suit. Get up.
All of you downstairs.
stopped.
Somebody stopped him.
What did he say?
Oh, it didn't make any sense. Oh, gosh, I hope he's okay.
Mona, what was the last part?
Well, he said that, he said it was like amateur night.
There's soft sand on this side and water here, so it's a good bet the tunnel moves to the north or east.
Should I find copies of the blueprints?
No, an embassy is considered part of its own country. I don't know what the building is like, but what the Jampuris have put on those grounds is their business, not ours.
Well, wouldn't the ambassador know?
I'm still unconscious.
What about the Maharaja? I could get eye
That'll take too long.
If we need time, I'll buy it. Use one of the field telephones in the trucks. Stone, have some of your men start a sweep. See what they can find.
Why don't you just let me go in there, Major? If Adderly's right, there's only 4 of them, and they're amateurs.
Amateurs are very unpredictable adversaries, Captain. Why don't we wait for darkness? Give your men the edge.
They don't need one. They'll take anything those people can throw at them.
Shouldn't you feed him something?
If your major does not meet our demands, perhaps we'll feed him you.
Do you always wear those like that?
My brother is known for his skill with a knife.
In the mountains or in the kitchen? That's the way a chef carries them.
Daria, are you sure this is what other rebels do?
Quiet, Father.
You said nothing would go wrong, that they would do what we asked.
Quiet! All of you! I told you never to speak in front of them.
But if they have learned that...
They have learned nothing. The plan is working.
Perhaps we should have had a better plan.
We have tried all the better ones. Did they ever help a country except to frustrate a revolution?
But if they think this is real, they might kill all of us.
In that case, the people of Jampuri will put our names on a splendid battle. You must trust me. I know what I'm doing. When Mother died, I promised to take care of you. We go through with this, or it is the end of our family and our country.
Excuse me. Couldn't you put him somewhere else?
This is the tiger's year.
An aspect of Jampuri life you don't wish to abolish? What does your revolution stand for, anyway?
We are fighting to overcome the tyranny of the Maharaja.
What tyranny? You people aren't even taxed. There aren't any jails?
You have not seen the brutality, the beatings.
Well, when I was there,
You've been to Rajampur?
Nobody else would want to.
I took alpine training at Mount Pengon. The only beatings that went on was the Maharaja taking on all comers at chess.
Oh, yes, he's wonderful. Times change.
Major Clack might be willing to bargain with you people if you had a program, platform,
A program?
manifesto. A few memos from the complaint box.
Oh, who cares what their program is, Adderly? They're just a bunch of bandits.
Our revolution is for the good of all Jampuris. We will save them from the hard times to come.
Hard times to come.
There's going to be hard times for everybody if he doesn't quit sawing on that detonating cord. You build up friction, it blows up in your face. Do you people know what you're doing?
Our cause is just.
Well, that might not be enough.
Okay, and could you have someone send them with a courier to the major right away? It's urgent.
Are you Mona Ellerby?
Yeah?
I need your signature. What's cold out there?
These are requests for psychological profiles.
The captain needs to know how the hostages will react when we go in. If we go in.
Yeah, well, these have to be signed by the head of the department.
Major says that's you. Guys, usually go for a couple of beers after one of these is over. You're welcome to come along.
Oh, yeah, sure.
My father's handiwork pleases you.
No, but I know why he's doing it. If Clack doesn't meet your demands and storms the embassy, his men won't get in here without blowing everybody up.
No matter what happens, the world will know we are people to be reckoned with.
Ah.
Nothing. They are doing nothing.
I assure you that this can all be settled peacefully. If you'll just let it go, Major Clack might...
Relax, Melville. We don't need to say our goodbyes just yet.
Upstairs, all of you. The less you see of this, the better.
Fine by me. Never did enjoy watching people killing themselves.
The loud one stays here. So the two of you will remain quiet.
Melville, do something.
Adderly.
Why are you always asking him what to do? You're his boss.
Upstairs.
Melville, you can't leave me here to be slaughtered by a bunch of terrorists. Don't you walk away from me, Melville. What are my children going to think if they can see this? You can't sacrifice their mother to a bunch of outlaws. How are you going to explain this to them, Mel? Mel, how are you going to explain to Manny that they're not... Mel, what's happening?
Looks like we'll all go up together.
Melville!
Relax, Debbie. It'll be quick. Nowhere near the time it takes to be eaten by a tiger.
Hello.
Dave, it's me, Mona.
Oh, hi, Mona. You okay? Any news?
Dave, I need whatever you can get me on Rajampur.
You mean like population and climate?
No, I mean like incident reports.
I can't do that. You need to be...
Head of department, I know. And I am.
What?
Yep. I'm running miscellaneous affairs.
You don't think the stress of all this is getting to you, Mona?
Dave, you are doing this for Adderly and Mr. Greenspan, you know. They are depending on you, and so am I.
You are? What do you need?
Okay, right, Adderly would look for what nobody else would think was important.
Well, if it's not important, it's not going to be in the...
Dave, if you do this for me, I'll rethink the science fair.
You'll go?
I'll rethink it. Okay? Now, get me all that stuff, please, and please do hurry. I'll call you back in 10 minutes, okay? Thanks.
10 minutes? Well, this is a small country.
You're not going to check our cell first? You never know what little surprises we have cooked up for you.
Ramesh.
How's it look, guys? All clear? Good. It's nice to know we're safe, isn't it, Melville? When those guys from outside come running in, I wouldn't want to be in any other room in the house. I once saw Tactical clear an embassy in Rome, in and out in less than a minute. Whereas it took us over a week to find all the body parts to figure out how many terrorists there had been.
Adderly.
Jeez, I hope these guys know what they're up against.
We are going to die.
They're both gone. These guys are something.
What are we going to do about Debbie?
Don't worry about Debbie. Worry about the dynamite. It's old and it's starting to sweat.
Sweat?
The nitro's losing out. The slightest bump, this whole place is history. We've got to warn Clack not to attack the house.
But that crazy woman said that if we tried...
Find something to write on and something solid to put it in. Then rig that baby to the window. We'll deliver it airmail.
What are you going to do?
I'm to find the escape route. These guys aren't terrorists, Melville. There's something else going on here. Be right back.
Mona, we've only
only had 3 listings on Rajampur in the last 10 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, give them to me.
One's Miscellaneous Affairs found a lost mountaineer. Mr. Greenspan still hasn't filed his closing report.
Well, he's been in meetings all week and he hasn't had time to... Never mind. What are the others?
It seems we're closing our mountain base there.
Figures. I mean, there's a revolution brewing.
Not according to this. Rajampur isn't on the status map. People there don't even write letters to the editor.
Oh. Okay. What are the others, Dave? The other one?
It's a passport watch listing. A woman who went to school in London hung out with student radicals. Routine.
Student radicals. What is her name?
Dari Galwani. She's a chambermaid. Her father runs the country's only hotel.
Okay. Were there others?
Her brothers, the chef and the bartender.
Dave, that makes 4 of them. We might have found the people who are holding Adderly and Greenspan captive.
They've been captured by hotel staff?
Major, I think I found out who they are.
What?
Daria is a chambermaid.
Chambermaid?
Yes, and her father manages the hotel, and her brothers are the bartender and the chef.
Mona.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that is what Adderly meant when he said that it was amateur night.
And maybe the tips haven't been good lately.
Well,
Mona, see if you can ICOM to hustle up the Maharaja. We need the location of that tunnel.
Only a few minutes to sunset, sir.
Right. Get me something I can use as a white flag. I have to buy another hour.
Yeah, but Major...
Mona, please.
Terrific.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
Shouldn't be much longer now. The deadline's almost up.
Oh, you use crossbows.
For sentry stalking, you can get real close, real quiet.
Wow.
You just slip the arrow in there and fire. We get all the best toys.
Oh, that's... Oh, I almost forgot. The captain wants to see you right away. He just said that he and I... Yeah, I could look after this for you if you wanted.
When I get back, I'll give you a demonstration.
Adderly, I'm all set. If there's anything else that you want me... Shh.
Good luck, Major. We'll keep you covered.
Well, let's just hope they buy it.
Captain, you want to see me, sir? Later, soldier. No, wait. Come with me. He needs cover.
What are you doing?
We're playing strip poker, and I won.
Captain Daria! Captain Daria! It's Major Clack. You need to talk.
Here goes.
No, hang on to that. No, not out the window! Major, look out! Oh, kid, get that man out of there! Move it! Go, go, go! Get down. Watch the window.
This was not supposed to happen. By the gods, you must believe me. We meant no harm.
Move it, move it!
He'll live. No thanks to them. All right, now it's our turn. First unit to the front. You're the diversion. Second unit to the rear. Your rescue. Get set and wait for my command. Yes, sir.
Just what about Adderly and Mr. Greenspan?
Pray they keep their heads down.
What are they doing up there?
They're not using the ambulance. Maybe he's all right.
Maybe he has no use for it.
Are you telling me that your revolution was sponsored by the Jampuri Chamber of Commerce?
It was supposed to go so smoothly. You were supposed to meet our demands.
Supposed to? Who wrote your script?
Whether we won or lost, you would not close your training base.
Base?
If the country seemed unstable, you would have to stay.
Is that what this is about? It isn't real?
Oh, it's real enough, Melville, especially out there.
The Mount Pangong base is the major source of Jampuri income. By the time the travelers reach our country, the last thing they want to look at is another mountain. And we have nothing else.
But what did you do before the base existed?
During the 60s, there was much work for gurus. I was one. Daria was so sure this would work. And now, your poor major.
This was Daria's plan?
Several of her school chums were from Iran, Libya. She saw how their countries got attention and said it would work for us too.
Where'd you get the explosives?
Some abandoned mine. We thought they were old and useless.
Dynamite is like champagne. You keep it too long, it pops its own cork. Let's go downstairs. Maybe we can still get out of this.
One more thing. About you and the ambassador and the Maharaja. The resemblance.
You Westerners, you're always thinking we look alike.
Attention! Give up now! You have 1 minute to surrender.
Oh, no. What are they doing here?
Daria, we must surrender. It has gone too far.
We have almost succeeded. I have seen these commandos in action. They will be on us in no time.
Give the hostages back.
Then we have nothing. Our only choice is to follow the plan.
We have followed the plan so far. Look what has happened.
Mr. Adderly can talk to them.
We're ready to lay smoke and light up the front. Diversion team, make it look good. Rescue squad, these may be amateur. Treat them like pros.
Daria, please. Remember your promise to your mother. And remember why you are doing this. To help your people, not to hurt others.
Sorry. Revolution's over.
They're coming! Can we warn them?
They'll be coming from all directions. They hit any of these charges, this whole house is going up.
What can we do?
Defuse the bomb. Start with the ones near the doors and the windows. Melville upstairs. We're going to put the dynamite in the bathtub.
Diversion team, team in position.
Ready.
30 seconds.
All right, you got that? This one? Is it that? Which one is this one? Oh, God.
Take it out, take it out.
Rescue team ready?
Rescue ready.
Moving in.
They'll be through here any minute. Everybody get back. Noble, catch. Come on. Yeah.
What the hell? Diversion team report.
It's a tiger in here.
Say again?
I said there's a tiger in here. Don't shoot. Don't shoot! Adderly!
Stop the others. The place is wired with dynamite.
Rescue, hold your position. We have explosives.
My apologies, gentlemen. My family will remedy the situation in less than no time.
First team, what the hell's going on in there?
I'm not sure, sir. I think the terrorists are defusing their bombs.
You want to run that by me again?
Watch it.
Debbie, you know I hate cats.
Quiet now. We'll go downstairs. There's a freezer full of meat. Go get some. Be quiet, Debbie. You can sense fear.
Nice kitty.
Sorry, it's time for Kitty's din-din. Right, Kitty? Throw me the meat, Bubble. Don't miss. Here you go, Kitty. It's a lot better than we are. Why don't we all relax for a minute? Good morning, Major. Welcome back.
Major, this is an honor. I don't believe you've ever visited miscellaneous
Don't
affairs.
worry, Melville. I won't make it a habit.
How are you feeling?
A little too old for acrobatics.
We were just reading about the Jampuri plans for our old base.
Yes, it seems with a few small alterations, they can turn it into a unique ski resort.
Mount Pangong's a pretty steep hill, Major.
As I said, Adderly, unique.
So what's happening with the Galwani family?
Well, we'll leave that up to Maharaja, but he's very impressed with what they tried to do for the country. He might put them in charge of the resort.
It's nice when people show their appreciation, isn't it?
There's someone here who's long overdue for appreciation.
Well, Major, it was tough going to begin with.
Miss Ellerby, you distinguished yourself during your recent duty as acting head miscellaneous affairs.
What?
Accordingly, I'd like you to remain acting head for another day.
But what does that make me?
There's an immediate vacancy on the secretarial level, Melville.
I don't...
An officer should be able to perform the duties of anyone within his command.
Hear, hear.
Of course, sir, if you put it that way.
What would secretarial duties be at this hour of the morning?
Oh, well, I'd probably be getting the coffee, but...
Black, no sugar.
Regular.
Mona.
Double cream. And, could you see if they have any more of those muffins?